time, math time, math time, math time, yay! Hello friends, today in math we are going to be reviewing and adding on to what we learned last week. Last week we were learning about place value. Place value is a fancy word for saying our ones, our tens, and our hundreds. So this week we're going to add just a little bit more to our already knowledge. Are you ready? Okay, well let's get our thinking caps on, get our listening ears on, and get our eyes looking. All right, today's objective says we will be able to compose numbers by working with a place value table and place value blocks. Now, those are a lot of words, and I do spy a new word, and that word is compose. Today, we are going to be able to compose numbers, and compose is just a fancy word for saying to combine. Do you see how compose starts with a C? Combine also starts with a C. So today we are going to be combining numbers by working with a place value table. We did that last week, and place value blocks. Let's go right ahead on into it. Okay, so like I said, that word compose just means to combine. We're building a number. So to compose means to combine. So if I had 4 10 rods, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had 4 10 rods and I counted them all up together, that would give me 40 because 10 rods are equal to 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 10 rods equals 40. We combined these 10 rods to make one number. Now, this number right here, this big, huge number, this is the expanded form of a number. We have a 1,000 plus 200 plus 40 plus 7. So this is the expanded form of 1,247. Do you see that? Right. Last week we learned how to take numbers like this in standard form and break them apart and stretch them. This week we are going to learn how to take the stretched number and put it into a number form, as well as compose other numbers like in our base 10 blocks. Okay? All right, so like our objective said, we are going to be combining or composing numbers using a place value table and place value manipulatives, okay? So we're going to be using our base 10 blocks at first, but then we're going to switch over to drawing pictures because, of course, not everybody has base 10 blocks at home, so we are going to have to improvise. We're going to be drawing squares to represent 100, lines to represent our 10 rods, that is 10, and X's to represent our ones units. And I'll show you just what that looks like in a second. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to start off by composing numbers with concrete things. Concrete is real manipulatives. We're going to do that. We're going to start off composing numbers with that. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we are going to start composing numbers with the pictures. Sound good? All right. Let's look at our process steps. Our process steps are the steps that we are going to take in order to achieve our goal of composing a number or combining a number. So the first thing that I want you to think of when you are composing a number is to always count the ones first. We're going to count the ones place first. Then second, we are going to count the tens place. And then the third thing that we are going to do is we are going to count the hundreds. We always start from the littlest number to the biggest number, okay? So let's go through that one more time. We're going to count the ones, then we're going to count the tens, and then we're going to count the hundreds. We're going to go from least to greatest, okay? Okay, so y'all are going to watch me compose a number with manipulatives first, and then you're going to see me compose a number with pictures, and then we're going to do a couple of problems together. So here is my first problem. I have 2 hundreds flats, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 10 rods, and I have 1, 2, 3 ones. Let's go ahead and build that. All right, so I have set up my chart. This is how you're going to set up your math notebook in just a second, but I've split up my table into ones, tens, and hundreds, and then I have my number table down here. The H stands for hundreds, the T stands for tens, and the O stands for ones. When we are composing a number, we are going to write the standard form in these boxes. We're going to write the numbers in these boxes, okay? And down here, I have my process steps. First, I count the ones. Second, I count the tens. Third, I count the hundreds, okay? So first, I'm going to show you how I compose a number. So I have our problem right here. We have 3 ones, because we start from the ones. So I have 3 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I count the ones. There, I did it. It was that simple. Now I'm going to write it in my ones place. How many ones did I have? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write a 3 in my box right here. Then I had 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. So I had 4 tens, and we count tens like this. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, and these 4 tens is equal to 40. I'm going to write my 4 in this tens box. Okay? And then we had 2 hundreds. Okay? So 100, 200. So I have 2 hundreds. I'm going to write my 2 in this hundreds box. So I counted the ones. I had 3. I counted the tens. I had 4. I counted the hundreds, and I had 2. So my ending number when I combine all of these things is 243. Do you see how I did that? All right, let's do another one. All right, for my next problem right here on the board, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. I have 5 of these yellow ones units. So I'm going to put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I counted the ones. How many ones do I have? I have 5. I'm going to put that number right here in this ones box. I have 5 ones. My tens, I have 2 tens. How do I count tens? By 10. 10, 20. So I have 2 tens, that equals 20, and I'm going to write the 2 right here. And for my hundreds, I have 1, 2, 3 hundreds flats. So I'm going to put that here. 100, 200, 300. I have 3 100s flats. So I'm going to put a 3 right here. My number is 325. Do you see how simple that is? All right, let's move on to pictures. So, because we are at home, we need other ways to represent these ones units, these 10 rods, and these 100 flats, right? Because not everybody has these at home. And if we were in class, we would be playing with these first, but we do not. So this is the concrete model, but I'm going to show you a way where you can draw your ones. Do you see how the ones are a square and the flats are like a square shape too? Well, it would be really confusing if we did ones as squares and hundreds as squares. So because of that, we're going to make the ones x's. So the x's are going to be our ones. Tens are going to look just like our 10 rods. They're going to be a line. That's going to be our tens. And our 100 flats, those are going to be squares. Okay? So our x's are ones. Our lines are our 10 rods. And our squares are our 100s flats. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've written my number in base 10 blocks with the picture form. So here I have my ones, here I have my 10 rods, and here I have my 100s flats. Let's figure out what the number is. Okay, so let's start with the ones, right? We always count the ones first. So we have 1, 2 ones, 2 ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. 5 tens equals 50, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right? And we have how many hundreds? Just 1. So we have 152. We did it. Let's try another one. All right, here is our next and final problem. All right, let's go through our process steps to figure out what number that we have here. All right, so first step, we're going to count the ones. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 ones. Next, we're going to count the tens. We have 1 10, and that's 10. So we have 1. Next, we're going to count the hundreds. So let's count the hundreds. We have 100, 200. So we're going to write a 2 right here. So our number is 213. And this is a 13 because it's 1 10 and 3 ones. So 10, 11, 12, 13. 213. Got it? You think you can do it by yourself? All right, well now it's time for y'all to do it. Have fun!